Plant-based milk. Seems like everyone is switching to plant-based milk. Why? Now, before we move on to what are the benefits, pros and cons of plant-based milk, understand why people are switching now to nut milk. Okay, regular cow's milk is not what it was 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. It's really, really different. There's been a lot of, it's become more commercial, so there's a lot of mixing, there's a lot of there's a lot of water in the milk. There is also urea, there's a lot of other ingredients in the milk apart from the sole focus of milk, right? So things aren't the way it was before, which is why there are a lot of companies now coming out with organic A2 milk. But please note that until you yourself have, you've gone to the farm, you've seen the process, you believe in it, then opt for that organic A2 milk. Okay, so I had my cousin who had visited farms. This was in Nasik, in Pune, and a couple of other places. And then he told me that, listen, these are the two brands that you can actually consider, A2 milk, and then you can, use these and they'll be fine, right? But even though at our home we have A2 milk coming in, I don't give them regularly to my kids. I give them like really, really once in a while. The times maybe when they're sick with cold, then yes, apna haldi milk works the best. So I do give them a small cup of milk then. Apart from that, I do give them if they feel like having, sometimes a chocolate milkshake or a banana milkshake. So I do give them milk then. I have tried opting for plant-based milk. Sometimes they're really good with it and they're okay with it. Sometimes they just want regular milk, right? So be very mindful though of the quantity and the quality of the milk that you're giving, right? So that is one thing which is very important in today's world. Food is not as pure as it was before, and same thing goes for milk. So that is why a lot of people opt for organic foods, organic milk. Again, you need to make sure that it is actually organic and authentic. Then only you go ahead and you opt for that product. Right now, let's look at plant-based milk. A lot of people are opting for plant-based milk. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, who just buy plant-based milk off, the supermarket, thinking, hey, this is healthy. Okay, I want to help you realize whether it's healthy or not. Okay, so I have a brand over here which is of almond milk. So your plant-based milk can be basically your almond milk, your soy milk, your hazelnut milk, rice milk, coconut milk. Yeah, so all of these are healthier options to your regular milk, but it's not the same when it comes to the vitamins, the minerals, the nutrients. There is a lot of difference, right? So it's a good option to switch, but again, it depends on the milk that you're switching to. Generally, the top couple of options for switching to plant-based milk is firstly oat milk. That's a good option to switch to, and almond milk, one of the most common options to switch to, and of course there's coconut milk. Rice milk is also particularly good, especially for those who have got digestive issues, who've got maybe like a weak gut, even celiac. So it's a good option to switch to rice-based milk. So yeah, rice milk is another option. Now, when you're purchasing rather a milk, plant-based milk off the shelf, Tetra packed, make sure that you look at the ingredients. Okay, why is ingredients important? Because most of the time, plant-based milk actually has less of the original ingredient that it's supposed to be having, which is similar to how our cow's milk and all of the market is nowadays, as opposed to primarily being the main ingredient, right? So when you're buying almond milk, you expect a lot of almonds in there, but most of the time, sadly, that's not the case. So for me, I personally, if I do plant-based milk, it's all homemade. I try to avoid anything off a Tetra pack generally, or I try to avoid anything off a packaged product, because I feel that there's no point. I really value my health, and I feel that it's important to give up packaged foods and focus on whatever stuff that can be done at home. So one of the options that I would like to go through, say for example, is almond milk, and I have over here. I am not going to specify the brand, but basically let's look at the ingredients of an almond milk, right? Water, yes, definitely. Sugar, okay. So there is So roughly imagine 100 ml, okay, of almond milk in a Tetra Pak is about 13 grams of sugar. Oh my god, that's crazy. 13 grams of sugar in just 100 ml. Okay, so and the almond milk that I'm looking at is unflavored. Yeah, it's plain. Even all the milk that I'm just going to compare now is basically plain. There's no vanilla, chocolate, nothing. Let's stick to the basics, right? And almond, 3%. Only 3% of almonds in almond milk. Okay, and then you have natural flavor, which is again added emulsifier, stabilizer, edible common salt, acidity regulator, and vitamins. I don't know which vitamins have they put this in. There's no specification, it just says vitamins, right? So that's the almond milk for you. Okay, now imagine you're buying something off a Tetra Pak thinking that it's really good, thinking that it's good for your health. Please remember that any milk that you buy, it is going to have some sort of preservative, stabilizer, something that's going to help it last or increase its shelf life, right? So that's almond milk for you. So many people actually buy almond milk. You're getting 3% almonds. You're getting a lot of sugar. There you go. You're getting a lot of stabilizer, emulsifier, all of that. How healthy would you give this almond milk on a scale of 1 to 10? I'd probably give it like 2, maybe 1 or 2. Let's look at oat milk. Okay, so I'm switching to my side again because I'm holding it on my left side. But let's look at oat milk, right? Water, oats 12%, rapeseed oil 2.5%. Acidity regulator, INS, again your emulsifiers, your stabilizers, your salt, and then they have something called vitamin premix. But it doesn't say what the vitamin is or what vitamin premix is this. That's what it has. Okay. Now, if you look at buying milk off shelf to make your life easier so you don't have to make it at home, you're definitely making your life easier, but I wouldn't say you're making your health easier. Because in the long run, all of this is going to come straight at you, back at you, literally. Okay, if I do almond milk at home, okay, simple, and it's really, really simple recipe, right? It's just that every 2 to 3 days, you need to make it. You can store it in a glass bottle. Lasts for about 2 to 3 days in the refrigerator, and you're good to go. Yeah. So when I do my almonds, it's basically either 1:3 or 1:4 part. Okay, so you put in 25% of almonds, you put in 75% of water, and you basically soak the almonds overnight. In the morning, you wash the almonds, you discard the water that you soaked overnight, okay, and then you blend the almonds with 3 times or 4 times more water. Blend it, strain it, and your almond milk is ready. As simple as that. Doesn't have any stabilizers, doesn't require any natural flavoring, doesn't require sugar, doesn't require salt, doesn't require anything. And you want to add flavor to your almond milk, then you can add organic cocoa powder, you can add jaggery, you can do all sort of funky stuff with it. But the base or the bottom line is you're doing something from home, which is more healthier, it's more cleaner. Okay, it's void of all these preservatives and stuff, right? So same goes for oat milk. If you look it up online, you will actually get really, really good simple recipes for oat milk, almond milk, rice milk, coconut milk. Coconut milk is something that I've been doing from home for a while, but I do sometimes switch to organic coconut milk if I want to make Thai curry and I'm running short of time, so I do that as well. So here are your options, right? And you need to understand that the more cleaner and lesser ingredients a product has, it's better for you. Maybe not necessarily all the time, but depends on the ingredients, but otherwise, especially where all these plant-based milks are concerned, it's better for you. So be very mindful when you're switching between your cow's milk to plant-based. Sometimes I do both. So sometimes, like for yesterday, so I think it's been about I wouldn't say it's been about maybe like a couple of months, or maybe like a month or 2 since I've had tea. When you make tea, try oat milk. It's a very, very good substitute. So I thought, okay, you know what, I don't mind having a regular A2 milk tea. So I did that yesterday. I had like a half cup made for myself, and I felt like having it, so I had it. So don't go hard and fast too much on the rules, but just remember that there are some things which is good for your health. Now imagine if you're going to buy something off the shelf and you're going to do that maybe once a week or twice a week. You do that for a few weeks, you do that for a few months, you do that for the full year, and then you do that for next few years. You don't want to do that to yourself. You don't want to put garbage in your body, right? So no offense to the companies who are making it out there, but I suggest that you take your own decisions, do your own research. Just because someone tells you, hey, you know what, this is really good, like even if I'm telling you, okay, something's really good, don't believe me, you go do your research. So anytime then someone tells you, oh, this product is really good, do your research. So don't blindly follow the crowd. You may be completely away from the crowd and you may be the right one, right? Because I remember when I gave up packaged foods with my family for a month, completely, when I talk about anything, be it biscuits, be it noodles, pasta, whatever it is, anything off the packet is not happening at home. And when I got my kids to do it, and people thought, what's she doing? But eventually all of us ended up literally losing so much weight, and we felt so light and good, and that's how it should be. It may be not practical, because I still give my kids once a week. We have a fixed thing. Saturday, Sunday, one junk on Saturday, one junk on Sunday, take your pick. I do that because the practical bit of it is that that makes them happy as well. So, and rest of the days they're eating to what I say, like they like eating healthy stuff, so no complaints there. So just make sure that whatever you choose, whatever choices you make, it goes with you, it's good for your health. See, a lot of plant-based milk have a lot of your antioxidants, they have good fat, they have a lot of other benefits as well, so each of it is different for different plant-based milk. Do your research well. So for example, when I wanted to shift to rather plant-based milk, when I was doing that, I preferred oat milk, I preferred coconut milk. I didn't do almond milk because I found it too heavy, and plus I was off nuts as well for some time because of some skin issues. So do what works for you. Don't overthink, and if you have any queries, please put it up in the comment box. I'll be more than happy to reply. And please forward, share, like, subscribe, and see if anyone could use this information right now. Just forward them the link so they can access this and they can understand better. See you in the next video. Have an awesome day, awesome week, and a healthy, happy